All right, there we go. All right, gotta get rid of this person. So we're coming up. This is the last cast, the last live cast we're doing today, guys. There's a bunch of challenger matches that happened today. There's some more going on later tonight. There's even another pro game. We're not able to cover it live. That's happening several hours from now. But we will be covering those on Wednesday. Pion will be casting that. We'll have a bunch of replays we'll be doing. So if you think you missed something from today, don't you worry. Any of those good matches will be replay casting come Wednesday. And that should be fun, just as this is fun. So, who's going to join? Is it Green Mango going to join, or is it Blue Mango going to join?
It's Blue Mango.
It's Blue Mango.
It is, in fact, Blue Mango.
I'm just saying. So, we're waiting for one more player, guys. And there he is. And let's see if they're ready to go. We got everyone in here before the buzzer. Alright, so we got one team that's ready. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, Zexu. I'm forgetting my words.
We're almost there.
Day's not even close to being over for me. Do you know what time my day started casting?
Very early.
7 in the morning, I was up casting. 7 a.m. was our first cast today. It's been a fun and very long day. But still
usually
fun.
I'm usually all about the West Coast and how awesome it is. But for casting, I probably would prefer to go to the East Coast.
You're all about the East Coast?
For drafting, at least. For casting.
For casting.
Because it's easier. Yeah, you don't have to be up so early.
I can kind of agree with you there. But we do have a first ban coming out. Vermilion, first ban by KzN. Interesting first ban. So they're not worried about like locking out tanks like we've been seeing all day. I think they want to try and lock out those ADCs because they're going to first ban Vermilion. And I wouldn't be surprised if they first pick like Featherstone or something.
Yeah, they definitely had success with that last week. And I've been talking to them. They really think that Vermilion is a dangerous character who is very powerful. One of the best ADC out there. So why not just deny everybody who's access to him instead of trying to draft him and trying to then or pick a team that can counter him properly. So.
Yep. So we're just waiting for first ban to come out here for Too Funk to dunk. This is an important ban for them. So we'll see what they do with it. And I hope it's a good one. Yeah, I wonder if you think they're going to try. There could be a respect ban coming. I don't even know what they would respect ban against KzN because I don't see any one other players like just playing one hero anymore. Like back in the day, you would ban out Gulliver. You would ban out Gulliver. You would basically ban Bastion to ban out Gulliver, right?
Bastion is Gulliver, yes. They're one and the same person.
Gulliver doesn't even necessarily play their tank role all the time anymore.
No.
So you can't necessarily do that. So I don't think we're going to see a respect ban here. They're probably going to try and do a strategic ban to set themselves up. They do like to discuss it, though. And we're still waiting on these guys. What do you think's taking them so long?
I'm actually sure. Not actually sure.
Let's make sure they actually know that we've started. Why I keep the room clear of people. Because it's possible they didn't know. T-Finks might have stepped away. You did say yes. I'm assuming they know. I'm assuming they're just thinking it over. I hope they know.
In all honesty, there's a lot of heroes there that I'd be afraid of. Just knowing KzN's ability to play different characters. So, for example, like Arnar is dangerous with any ADC you give him. But then last week we saw he's also very dangerous with Ray. We saw Gulliver is multifaceted with his tank and support positions. Dudley can do the same thing. He has so much versatility. So it's just interesting to see who will get picked up. you really can't counter them because they have such good team synergy. I think it's all the top teams. You'll see SG, you'll see Flipside. All of them can play different roles. I think it's a really important thing that sets them aside from the pro teams and the challenger teams. Is that the pro teams can all be very fluid and change their roles in a heartbeat.
Yep, absolutely. And I think T-Finks actually had a step. Oh, there we go. We have a Bo ban. I didn't look on the right screen there. Bo coming out first ban, instantly picking up Rook. Rook's so strong in so many situations that it's a lot of these teams top priority pick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Bo
absolutely
is pretty scary.
Bo's pretty scary. Rook's pretty scary. But there we go. They ban out Bo. I don't think they're going to pick up a Bastion Claudessa on 2Funk to Dunk's side to try and lock him out of like tanks or something like that. Just not. I don't think that's something that 2Funk to Dunk wants to do, because then they're left with like this tanky lineup that they got to work around.
So I don't think that's really an issue for them. Like I said, a lot of teams know how to just change their strategies and positions. Like you said, like everybody knows right now, tanks are very powerful in Strife, especially in matchmaking and other things. But as long as you're smart, you have good mobility, you have, say, like a Cursed Wand, you can actually do a lot of work.
Yeah, and they pick up a Bastion Ray. Some of that actually might be some stealing going on there. I mean, they play Ray. I mean, any competitive team should be able to have someone who can play Ray very well. But they do pick up that Bastion, which I think was more of a steal than anything, especially when they first banned that Bo. But they prioritized that Rook over Bastion from KzN. That's an interesting prioritization. And they're not even picking... Well, they don't need to pick up a tank anymore, right? They got Featherstone now. They have Carter. If 2Funk to Dunk wants to get Claudessa, I guess they're okay with letting them have that. And they'll probably run like a tanky Shank or Hail or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, definitely some interesting drafting going on at the moment.
I think, actually, the Ray is more of a steal than the Bastion. If you watch a lot of KzN's matches, they do rely on Ray to do a lot of work for them. Without the ability to have him, it kind of does change a lot of their strategies up. But we'll see.
Yeah, very, very good statement. They do rely on that Ray. They prioritize that Ray pick as like a team playmaker quite a bit, but they're not going to have it this time. They have Carter, though. They got Featherstone. They got Rook. They got some really strong pickups. I wonder if they're going to pick up a Malady here since they don't have that Ray. Or it's either going to be a Malady or Caprice. Kind of fits in those same roles. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. We are looking for 2 more picks coming out for 2Funk to Dunk right now, though. Two more picks. So what are we in? We're in week 2 right now, right?
Yes,
we're in week 2. So we still have 4 more weeks. 3 more weeks of the SPL regular series to go. Still lots of time for these challenger teams and pro teams for one of them to claim the prize. They actually pick up a Blazer Claudessa. They have some pretty strong lanes going on. Blazer Claudessa is not a bad lane composition. And Bastion Ray is great. And look at that. They are actually stealing all the really top bottom lane pickups away from 2Funk to Dunk, it seems. They pick up Hail, they have Featherstone, they have Rook, they have Carter. All 4 of those, you don't know which one's going to go bottom. Ryzen can play any one of those in the bottom lane and excel. This is interesting. I don't know who they're going to counter with this. It's pretty hard.
Bottom lane, they really can't do much right now unless they want to go Shank and just have like a really tanky lineup, so Shank can do that bottom lane goodness that he does. But I think right now they need to pick up another character who can do a lot of damage. I almost want to say Malady might be a good pick up, but I'm not convinced on that.
No, you can't pick up a Malady here. Who would they run bottom?
I would actually throw Bastion bottom.
Oh, gosh. You did not just say that.
I did. I would run Bastion bottom. He has a lot of defensive.
You've been watching Ferret stream too much.
He can push the bottom lane very quickly and then go off and help the other lanes. He's very tanky as well. He has an escape mechanic. He's a good bottom laner. There's no doubt about that. I wouldn't put him over the character, but KzN has, like you said, taken most of the bottom laners. They pick Harrower as their last pick, who could also do the bottom lane.
Looks like everyone's ready, and they do pick up that Harrower, and we're going to get this game underway right now. And hit and start match. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright, 90 seconds, be in game. We'll see how this goes. So, they do pick up that Harrower. So I don't think they're going to put Carter in the bottom lane. Harrower crushes Carter. It's either going to be Featherstone or Hale is going to be my guess in the bottom lane. Those are my predictions. I'm going to say Featherstone's actually going down there. Carter is going to probably end up laning with Hale, and they'll have a Rook Vex lane. I think that's how KzN's going to run it. I think it's pretty obvious. Obviously, I could be wrong. What Two Funky Duck's going to do. It's going to have a Bastion Ray, Blazer Claudessa, those two lanes, however they want to split them up, and then Harrow at the bottom.
Yeah, I agree. I think that could definitely be it. I don't think they're gonna. I'm not really sure how Chidong Tefunk is going to really deal with Featherstone or Rook at this point. They have a couple of stuns, but really they don't have anybody to kind of react to the amount of burst damage that KzN's damage can put out. They have Claudessa, and that works a little if they're fast enough, but right now they really need to figure out a good strategy to kind of stop all the different types of damage that's going to be coming their way, as well as, having great initiation, especially since they have a Hail Vex combination, which is pretty dangerous.
Yep, pretty dangerous. And we're going to see exactly if our predictions are right or if they're changing it up on us. Hell, we might even see a 2v1, 3v1 lane. It's been a weird day, man. We saw Minerva Ace in one game.
If we see a tri-lane here, I'm going to be like, okay.
Yeah, it might be time to go home at that point. But
aren't you already?
Maybe. But we are loaded into game right now, so we're very soon gonna see what's up in these matchups. So Dudley has like two options. So I think they're gonna give Dudley Hale and let Dudley do what he does on Hale and probably try and go pretty tanky. They have that Vex who can also tank it up a little bit, not to the same degree as like a Bastion or Claudessa, of course. But I don't think they need that too much. And it is going to be Dudley on Hale. Hogan actually is going to be on Carter this game. And they're going to put R&R on Rook. So I think I called it. They're going to put Featherstone bottom. They're going to run a Rook Vex lane. And then they're going to run a Carter Hale lane in the mid. So we'll see how that works. And it is going to be that Harrower in the bottom lane. That's really their only option they had. We have a quick pause. I'm assuming Dudley has to restart Strife, and there he goes. There comes the reconnect. Here we go. I'm sure he'll be back in very shortly. So we see Ray on Blue Mango. Blue Mango definitely plays a lot of Ray. Going to the top lane. And of course, we see T-Fanks on Blazer going mid lane with that Fitz. I don't know how they're going to split up their tanks, though, because they could actually split these up either way. Blazer Bastion lane is a pretty strong, crazy amount of CC and stun if that tether shot gets hit. And they are going to do that. They're actually going to run the Claudessa raid lane top, and they're going to let this Bastion go with this Blazer in the mid lane, maybe get some kills. That could be a pretty decent kill lane.
Yeah, it could be a really good lane, especially since I'm going to say Bastion, like you said, I can't speak English, with the tether shot and with the Zydex charge is a really good combination. They can also do a lot of burst damage really quickly that you can't really see coming unless you see it, because both Blazer and Bastion can do a lot of nuke magic damage really quickly, and that could be dangerous, especially with the Fitz on top flanks that he could just, even if you get away, you might not live.
Yeah, so I'm curious what this first item is going to be out for Ryzen. He has 2 Vitality Shards, going to give him lots of sustain against this Harrower. You think he could be building a quick Golden Protector, actually. This might be a Golden Protector.
It might be his Golden Protector. It might be. But it could also be, remember, he does like that sustain in the bottom lane, a double health regen. We've seen it a lot. It could be a lot of things. We have seen him do that in Dampening Cloak, into Elderstone, into all these different things. So it could be a lot of things. So we know he does double health regeneration for them.
Yeah, it's probably an Elderstone or a Golden Protector. We will find out probably pretty soon. But here we go. This game's getting started. Lanes are set. It's time for Strife. Time for Strife. So yeah, Carter has to be very careful here. He's a good thing it is a Carter. He could play. He could play pretty far back, because if he gets tether shot, he might die.
Yeah, definitely. No escape mechanics are the only real weakness that Carter has.
There's one stun. There's a second stun. He's taking a lot of damage. He's going to get fits. I don't think he's going to live. He needs one more auto attack. That's going to be enough. Multitasker. Actually, the Fitz getting the kill. Dudley trying to make a kill happen here, but he's just going to have to back off. And there goes another tether shot, and he's going to CC break that. So that is now off cooldown. Finster's on cooldown for Hale. Hogan tried to bounder away from there, but like we said, if he gets stunned, he's going to die.
Yep, stunned. But then, I'm not sure. He almost got away, but Fitz was there to help him out. And it's still only level 1, so we didn't have golden bracers. They didn't have a lot of things that could have helped them. Not golden bracers, wow. Actually, nothing would help them there.
Nothing.
Got confused in the team.
That's all right.
I just did what you did last game.
Yes, you did. But that's right, and that's the time you want to go in on it, right? Level 1, just go in on this Carter, and they did. And they got a kill for it. They almost got 2 kills, actually.
Yep. Set up the conversation to the lane saying, hey, this is what's going to happen. You need to be careful.
Yeah, and they want to get another kill on Carter here. Carter got to be careful in this position. He's going to spot that out, though, and he's going to be fine. He knows he's there.
The hard part for him is that he has to stay in gold range and not be out.
That's not too difficult to do. Hogan knows what he's doing. He should be able to at least start dodging these tether shots. Tether shots such a pain in the ass skill to dodge. Or at least I think it is. I don't know. I always get so confused because it has like that lob, and I don't know why I get confused with the lob. It's just a weird angle for me, and it always messes me up.
Yeah.
How's Ryzen doing against Raz and Kage in the bottom lane right now, though?
Let's see. It looks like they're about equal right now.
Yeah,
GPM at least.
Ryzen has a slight lead, and he's actually trying to box Raz and Kage out a bit. So he's going to start. It was an Elderstone, by the way. First item Elderstone. Versus, there it is, another throwing axe coming out. Raz and Kage getting a throwing axe with health regen in it.
There's something they're not telling us, these pro players. I kind of want to stand
Why would they tell us?
Because then we could actually cast and then give comments on it. Or maybe that's more of my job to do.
They want to keep their secrets. I don't think it's that big of a secret. Like I said, throwing axes, it's pretty popular. It kind of depends what you do. But Dudley taking a lot of damage, and he's barely going to get away. Hogan trying to get that kill on the T-Fanks there on Blazer. And that was almost another kill in this mid lane. That's not what you want to happen with someone who has Blazer like that, because his GPM is just going to skyrocket.
It is unfortunate that Hogan when Bounder, he doesn't have that extra damage from Mystic or that poke or that mana restoration that he needs as Carter, so he's going to have a little bit of a hard time. But it looks like we have Talfax going to go help out his buddy in the bottom lane. Hopefully KzN will call missing.
I'm sure they've called it. Ryzen, though, is getting pretty... There he goes. He's starting to play a little back here, but he might be in some trouble. He knows it's happening, because there goes the Wolf. Ryzen going to activate the ult. He's going to try and go in onto T-Fanks. It's not going to be enough, though. I think he's going to live through this. They're going to try and dive this in. There they go. Raz and Kage finishing him off.
That fits.
And that big fits. And we can already see 540 GPM up on Blazer. That is huge gold for him right now. And they're actually going to finish off. I don't know if they're going to finish this off. They're just trying to get as much damage in on this tower as they can before Ryzen gets back here on Featherstone.
The only problem is that Ryzen can't actually defend this lane right now. He already popped his explosive rounds.
Yep.
So he's going to be in an interesting position to try and defend.
You just got to get a couple auto attacks in on these guys. Get that power sap going, and he'd be fine. But at the same time, they're going to pressure this mid tower. They know that Blazer's gone in the bottom lane. They're going to do what they can into the top, but Multitasker did a pretty good job there of defending that for a bit.
Yeah, pretty good. Here's Bastion. He can easily hold it up by himself.
He is Bastion. He is Bastion. R&R, though, getting pretty low here. That, I don't know about that shock field there. It is going to miss, not going to hit anybody. More action everywhere at the moment, but it doesn't look like any kill attempts happening.
It looks like Top Flanks has hit level 6. Is going to look for somebody. Ooh, did not catch him.
Nope, didn't. Oh, in the mid lane. We did miss that in the mid lane. T-Fanks does have his Hunter mode on cooldown, though.
Yeah, he tried to use Hunter mode to go on Hogan. Hogan noticed him right as he shot out the tether shot and was able to rock his away to safety.
Yeah, so Hogan is going to get tether shot there, but he's playing far enough away, that Bastion cannot get a stun off on him, which is proper. That's what he should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Here they go, though. They want to go in on to T-Fanks. T-Fanks taking a lot of damage. Hogan's going to finish him off, or Dudley's going to finish him off on Hale. And now they're going to try and turn this on to Bastion, but it's a Bastion. They're not going to keep chasing. They're just going to farm this out, try and get a tower. Well played on KzN's part there, taking out their top GPM in Blazers. So that was worth quite a bit of gold for them.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. It's kind of just me personally was expecting them to have a little more conversation between each other. I don't know if Hogan thought his rockets would have missed, but he could have used his ultimate on Multitasker and they could have gotten that. I hear doggies.
Yes, you do. Everyone loves a good dog, though.
This is
I
true.
think. No?
I love dogs. She is currently in the room.
Well, there you go. That's all right. T-Fanks does have
like
Hunter mode
action going on
activated.
mid.
They're going to spot out Hale, but that's not who you want to try and go in. But there it is. There's one. There's the tether shot. Dudley is actually going to pincer that and cue away that sweeping strikes. Such a good ability on Hale. Always saving the day.
Looks like Hogan wants to get a gank top, but I think they called missing, and Mango and Pucker Up Baby just went back.
Yeah, they spotted that out. Spotted it out right away. And that's what it is about these top teams, just knowing it's like, all right, there's a gank attack coming. There's only a few places where someone's going to hide for a gank attempt in this lane. Let's just go check them real quick. And,
Which I think it can also get you killed. That's the other problem.
Well, you got to have the right person checking. Right?
It's true. It's true.
But in the bottom lane, they're going to go 2v1 on Ryzen again, and he's going to be here to try and hold off this. He activates those explosive rounds, and he's going to save the tower again. Whoa, that's a real early Fitz. Fitz is now burned out on Blazer. I don't know what that was about. Was he canceling a health pot?
He popped another one, so I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ryzen doing a good job, even though he keeps getting roamed on in the bottom lane. He's holding his composure, and he's still doing pretty well. But here comes a huge, huge gank into the mid lane. They want this tower, it looks like. But not going to happen. Ryzen is just going to have to go back all the way to the bottom lane, all alone.
That's one of the things I told. I've been told multiple times that we tell people, definitely in the stream, if you're playing against Ryzen, one of the best ways to beat him is just 2v1 him. Just man up against him with two people.
But
it works. He has a difficult time.
Let's be honest, though.
In a 2v1 situation.
But let's be honest. That's any bottom laner, basically, right?
That's true. That's any bottom laner. But Ryzen usually crumbles, and it kind of affects his morale when you do that. And that's very different.
Yeah, in the past, it's definitely been an issue. I think that's like, how do you shut down Ryzen? You 2v1 him and try and hold out on your other lanes. But hopefully they've been working on that.
Hopefully.
Yep. But you are absolutely correct. There's a deliverance being fired somewhere. We missed it, but it doesn't look like it hit anything. Oh, no, it's going to the bottom lane. It's going to miss Razenkage. No delivery today. Here we go, though. T-Fanks has a health pot up. He has Hunter mode activated. They're going to go look for another roam in the bottom lane. They might lose their mid tower, though. Gulliver has his ult on cooldown, and there they go. Ryzen going down again here, and T-Fanks doing a really good job with the roaming. Really, really good job with the roaming. But they're going to lose mid tower. They're going to lose mid tower for it, though.
But I think they'll lose bottom tower, so it's a trade-off at this point.
This bottom tower was lost already. It was so low. But this mid tower had no damage on it, so they're definitely trading a kill for a tower. I don't think this tower was going to die at some point anyway. It was just because of how low it was. Dudley just sticking around, going to finish that off, and they're going to back out. So there you go. They get a tower down. That's probably the first tower of the day, but this other bottom tier 1 tower is very, very low. I can definitely see Ryzen or Dudley coming around to finish that off at some point without too much effort. Top lane, Blue Mango and Buckler Babe doing a really good job, I think, in the top lane here. Keeping R&R and Gulliver under tower for most of the game. And we can see their GPMs are suffering for it. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I don't think they're suffering. Definitely they're about equal right now. Not equal, but not hurting as badly as we've seen in the past with other people.
Yeah, Pucker Babe, though, he maxed out his heal. As we just saw there, huge heal just comes out on himself and he's fine. Ryzen, though, trying to go on Razenkage, but man, Hera is so hard to kill. It doesn't matter who you are, what hero you're up against him. He's just so hard to actually get a kill on. And that's where Hera shines, I think.
Some damage, a lot of action going on the top lane. Gonna go catch it.
It's broken up.
R&R lived through a very dangerous engagement. Good conversation between him and Gulliver. Was able to get him out safely using the shield and his hide and seek.
Ooh, R&R almost took a face full of damage there, but that hide and seek and just holding out as long as possible saved him from all of it. But this tower, they're pressuring this tower pretty hard. I don't know what they can do. Pucker Babe is tanky enough that they can just sit on that tower and get hits on in each wave. They're trying to get him low, but he's just able to heal it and regen enough mana that they just can't do it. He has too much sustain on him right now. We'll see if a gank comes, though. Hogan's sitting around. They're waiting in this bush. Are they waiting for somebody to come by? Maybe this Bastion. They're going to spot out Bastion, possibly. I don't know if they saw him or not. Pucker Babe's up there. They're looking for a gank. And here they come. They're going to spot Bastion for sure now. Wow, that's a ton of damage coming out, but the shield comes out, the heal comes out. He's going to be fine.
Just able to negate a lot of Carter burst damage right there, and that is really helpful. Because we were saying that was one of the issues we had on Team KzN, is that they have so much burst damage between Rook and Carter, so it looks like they're doing pretty good. Yeah,
but the T-Finks actually gets that mid tower, and they want to make this happen, but T-Finks, I think, is going to get away. His Hunter mode is active. He's going to be fine. They're not going to be able to find him. He's just going to pour it out. And instead, they're going to try and maybe turn this onto Razenkage or just push this lane back. So, Too Funk to Dunk doing a lot of good things in this game so far. R&R, oh, nice hide and seek. Just to, that was an amazing hide and seek right there.
That was skillful.
Because he had to do it just right to dodge the mine, but not stop. Because if he would have stopped, he would have died as well.
That was like almost a disjoint, and you would see in Dota 2 or Heroes of North, where they can just get rid of skills, and that was just phenomenal.
Yeah, that was amazing. But here we are in the mid lane again, and this is definitely going down. T-Finks is here. Gulliver going the other way, just sacrificing himself, it looks like. Actually, he's still alive, but I don't know for how long. There he goes. He's actually still alive. This is crazy. He lives. I don't understand how he lived, but wow, that's pretty good. R&R is definitely... Oh, there it is. A nice hide and seek again. Here comes from behind Dudley and Hogan for the save. They get one kill. Hogan, Dudley actually going for Pucker Babe as well. But Mango taking out Hogan on Carter there. So it was a 2-for-1 kind of in the end. Oh, no, I'm sorry. R&R actually dies too. I didn't miss... Did we miss that? Was that a double kill on Ray?
Double kill, yeah. No, Blazer got it with Fitz.
Oh, Fitz got him. Gotcha. Here comes Ryzen. Here comes Gulliver on Vex. Blue Mango. Payback time.
Overstaying is welcome.
Well, that's what happens sometimes. It is what happens. But here we are. We are back in this game. What's the chart look like? This is a crazy chart of up and down. However, Too Funk to Dunk still does have a lead. And it's about a 1,500 gold lead. This is going to change, however, with this Baldir attempt. They're going to get the Baldir. Gulliver just doing It was just doing some peeling there, and they actually Arnar even using that deliverance for the same thing. They got the objective. That's all that matters. And now it's an 1,100 gold lead. Still in favor to Funk to Dunk though.
Still slightly in their favor. They do need to. I think KzN definitely needs to figure out what they're going to do.
Here it is.
There's.
They're trying to sneak in a Sindara kill. They have Harrower. They have Blazer. They can do this so fast, and they don't see it coming.
Does anybody know?
They don't. They don't spot it at all. This is a free Sindara.
Mm-hmm.
They probably know, like, right now. Yep, everyone's rotating over. They know it now, but it's just too late.
Too late. They're underneath the monkey. Free 300 gold. Takes that Baldir back from that they just earned, and now they're going to push somewhere. The question is, where are they going to push? Top lane took a lot of damage earlier. The tower? No, Howard did not take a lot of damage. No towers really have any damage on them, so they're only probably get a tower out of it. But which one, like I said, is going to happen?
Absolutely.
It's pretty good, I guess. Not sure.
I agree. Well, we do have a monkey push in here very soon, and we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a big fight. Both of these teams. Unless they can get a pick off early, of course. But I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, both those rockets going to miss. That would have been good to get a little bit of damage in. But they do have that Claudette, so you could have just healed it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Ryzen's coming around. They're going to meet here on this tower. I don't think they're going to be able to defend this tower, but hopefully you can get the Krytos low enough. Oh, big engagement happening in the mid lane there. Dudley just trying to get out. Dudley's going down. Nice Ray stun there. That is amazing. Gulliver in the background doing his job. He's going to go down. Ryzen so unmolested. Getting no kills yet, but the monkey is halfway down. I don't know. I think this might be a lost generator as well.
Maybe. There's a lot of damage. That fight did not go the way they were expecting.
It did not at all.
Ultimate off.
Yeah, Arnar's going to fall. Ryzen is going to get chased down here. He's probably going to fall as well if another stun can come out. Nope, he's going to live, but that is one dead generator and a lot of kills on the 2 Funk to Dunk side. Nice
That
play.
GPM graph. Ooh.
Yeah, over almost 12,000 gold lead in 2 Funk to Dunk's favor right now.
A lot of gold.
Too much gold. They're also going to get a tier 2 tower out of this, of course.
Mm-hmm. I think KzN's plan backfired a little bit. They weren't too really worried about the Bastion and Claudessa, but those two have definitely found a lot of the damage that's been happening. And anything they try and pull out, it's just like, oh, well, we can shield through it, or we can heal through it.
Yep.
Which is a really big problem for them.
Yeah, it's a huge problem, and that fight just showed it. That was a great initiation, 2 Funk to Dunk. Making that happen. And they're also going to get a Baldir. I don't think KzN is going to be able to respond to this, even if they wanted to. Harrower is coming around. He does so well at these those type of objectives.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the good reasons to pick up Harrower on your team, is that he can do these objectives very easily. And keeps everybody alive with his passive ability. Feast on Wounds.
Feast of Wounds.
Nom nom nom.
Well, those engagements are done. Arnar is going to spot out Multitasker here. I don't know if they're going to be able to kill him, though. I mean, it's a Bastion with a Golden Protector and a Dampening Cloak. It's a real tanky Bastion right now. They got to be careful themselves, though.
But it looks like, yeah, they're in a little bit of trouble.
Here comes the roam. We'll see if Multitasker is able to get the stun off. I think they're going to be fine. Maybe not. Gulliver is in a lot of trouble, and he's back on the run again.
He likes that bush.
Arnar going back in. Oh, I don't know about that. Arnar is definitely going to go down. That Hexbane out on Ray. Nice early Hexbane. Is going to take out, going to take Rook down. So double kill for them. Blazer fall. Blazer must have died a little while ago. We missed that.
Yeah, Hogan took him out. Was able to nuke him down real quick with the help of Dudley.
Gotcha. So here we are. Another big push. Last tier 2 tower up for KzN. But I don't think they can defend this. They have so much tankiness. Those shields coming out, those heals coming out. Harrower on this tower. It's just going to go down very fast. It's all good.
that 5-man push. Sindara is up. They could be moving there, roaming there right now, but they just gave away their position with those creeps.
Yeah, they did. And Sindara is spawning. We have about 30 seconds left on this Sindara spawn. And we can already see 2 Funk to Dunk rotating around there. Try and protect it, secure it, do what they need to do to it. But here we go. We have, they're probably going to get this tier 1 tower in KzN's favor. But that might backfire on them. Because if they go for that tower, they're going to lose the Sindara right now.
Yep, and that Sindara is going to be huge. Unless they just want to go straight for
Gulliver.
the back door.
Yep. They tried going right for this backdoor attempt, and they're still here. And they're going to be able to do this. They're so tanky. They can easily backdoor this.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is porting back, but it's not going to be fast enough. Vex is just trying to hold them off. But are they going to be able to do it? There's a 2.5-second stun by Rook, and they get the generator. They're going to pay with it for a couple of lives, or maybe just 1, actually. No, 2. Ray goes down as well. But that was well played by 2 Funk to Dunk, reading that and going right for that generator.
Definitely, they were able to backdoor it. Just quickly.
Oh, that was real close. Real close.
I like how Multitasker just goes over to Top Flex. Is like, I'm just going to give you this just in case. But yeah, that was a really great read. Saw they were pushing for the top tower. Quickly went through, backdoored it. No problem.
Absolutely. So Sindara is about to spawn here. Hera is around here. I don't know. He could probably solo this Sindara at this point.
It looks like that's what he wants to do. But he could definitely do it.
He's definitely going to start it for his team. There is a rotation happening already. Looks like they read it properly. Everyone's coming around here, but they are missing Hail and Fetterstone. I don't know if they really want to fight this. I think they're going to give up another Sindara. Blue Mango taking quite a bit of damage. There's that Hexbane out onto Vex. He's still in this fight, but wow, they are so tanky, and it's just hard to burst these guys down right now.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very hard. There goes the Hexbane out on Ryzen. Ryzen is going to take a lot of damage here, but they're still in this fight. Dudley is up in the background. There is Hail. Gonna maybe get a kill. No, he gets tether shotted back, and he's still alive, however. The Deliverance is going to miss. They do miss out on that Sindara. They tried hard for it. It did not happen. It was a 1 for 2, so at least they got 2 kills out of it. But in the end, 2 Funk Dunk still coming out on top with that Cindy.
Definitely. You see 2 Dunk to Funk definitely have great positioning, especially that Windrush Orb. They have 2 Windrush Orbs, which are really helping them. KzN not having one, they can't really catch anybody off when they get a kill or they get low. It really lets Blazer, Harrower, and Ray just reposition very easily. And KzN's kind of getting danced around at this point, and it's not good for them. They need to pick something up to help them slow. They need to help something to help them with these Hexbanes. They need to get Stone Skins. They need a lot of help. But I'm not sure the game's going to last long enough for that to happen at this point because that monkey is coming.
Monkey's coming.
They have no tower. They have no tower to help them.
They have no tower to help them. They're definitely at a huge goal disadvantage right now. Fetterstone needs to get himself a Crushing Mace at some point here. Hopefully that's the next item he's building. Hale does have that Stone Skin finished. So we'll see what happens here. If they can get a really good team fight and pick off initiation, they can turn this around. But I don't know. This is looking scary.
It was looking pretty scary. They were able to remove Blazer's token, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, Blazer's going to spot this out, though. Dudley is just going to get nuked down. Here comes Vex, though. Only catching 1. Ryzen Kage is going to go down as well. Arnar is still up, but very, very low. Ryzen needs some help, and there is going to be that. Double kill for Blazer. They did do some splitting, though, for this monkey, but it's not enough. They're not able to burst it down enough. Multitasker's looking for Hogan. Hogan going to have to double dash away. And there goes the generator. I don't know if it's enough for them to finish off the Crux, though.
I think it will be. There's not enough people up to help defend.
Yeah, it's very low.
Like
yep. And that is the end of game 1. GG, well played. 2 Funk to Dunk coming out to the victors. Very strong. Nice playing all game. From laning phase all the way through. Doing a lot of good work there.
That is not the same 2 Dunk to Funk we have seen in the past. This is a new team with different strategies and pulling out there. I think they almost kind of used KzN's strategy against them with the great positioning that entire match. Things going into game 2.
Yes. Yes.
Excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom real quick.
It's all right. We're going to get this game 2 set up and ready to go. It'll be just a moment, everybody. We'll get the draft lobby up. Let me